Envy on pole position. RB Ferrelo's birthday going into turn 1 and turn 2. It's anyone's guess what's going to happen, but it's green, green, green in Saudi Arabia. And Envy's gotten a brilliant start, but it's an Alpine at the back of the pack that's gone into the wall already. Cuba Rabi falls down one position and he's possibly holding up a couple of cars. It's a Red Bull gunning for position as Big Manjo tries to line up alongside Cuba Rabi, fails to do so. Horning gets the jump on RB Ferrero as well. Both Big Manjo and Cuba Rabi go off track in Sector 1.
Yeah, and Sarthak KDB gets a pretty good launch. He's up to P11 now. And as he overtakes Mr. Vex down the inside in the S section, finishes. What a start by him.
Yeah, brilliant stuff by him, and I think we lost you halfway through, but staying on board Horning, he's on the gearbox of Sicknig, and KDB, he couldn't have wished for a better start, could he?
Yeah, starting from the back, quali band, I think this guy is prepared to do some overtakes. He has the Hamilton vibes. Let's see some more overtakes coming from him, but in the meantime, the top four, they're just staying within each other, and the gaps don't look like they're gonna go away anytime. RB Ferrelo, the first one on Horning. Might we see a repeat of France? Horning runs slightly wide. RB Ferrelo senses an opportunity to battle his, well, overtaking partner from France, and looks like RB Ferrelo might just be lining up for the move.
Yeah,
in the
but
last corner, can we see a dive?
But it's KDB making the dive around the outside, of course, big contact with Dark Legacy, but he's got the position up in a P10, he goes.
Yep, 10 laps, I mean 10 positions up for him. Pretty good start. And now RB Fellow on Horning. But there we go. Once again, side by side, these two go into turn 1. I love seeing these two drivers. And let's just look at that. A little bit
contact.
of tapping.
And I think
a little bit of tapping went there. And Horning's wide.
Yeah, and I think Andre got in the mix as well. He had contact with RB Ferrero yet again, and that's RB closing in as well. Four-way battle in the midfield.
Yeah, RB Fellow lost his position to Andre as he was returning the position to Horning. But now, RB Fellow goes down the inside and oh no, he just misses it. So it's pretty difficult to go side by side here. But
oh, we've had an incident. I think it involves Dark Legacy, and yeah, he's got no front wing.
Yeah, and a virtual safety car has been called out. Whoever can nail the strategy, but up in front, gaps are starting down on KDB and UK fighting it out, and they're getting very, very close. UK there with DRS on KDB, sends it down the inside into the hairpin, and KDB will tuck in behind UK. But will KDB make a move back onto UK come the next DRS straight? Mr. Vex joins them as well.
Yeah, and Gouts is coming through as well. UK seems like he's in his element as he takes on the charge to RB Ferrero. He's not stopping.
Vex runs wide there. Vex run a little bit wide, and Gouts slips down the inside to take the position. Now Baby Shumi takes the opportunity to get past Mr. Vex as well. Out of the hotel section onto the back straight, Dub gets a good run with DRS. Envy seems to be, not challenging into the corner. Dub is lifting off again. Once again, look at these boys. They're just, battling enough for DRS over here. Dub might just want to get the overtake done onto the pit straight here. Now Envy defends the inside, knowing that it's powerless to defend on this straight. Dub takes the lead for once, and perhaps he'll be looking to pull away. Let's see in the coming laps, will Envy be able to stick with him? Will Dub be able to pull away? And as we see some more battles coming onto the pit straight here, RB Fellow closing up on Horning. Well, these two can't be separated on the track.
Yeah, all over again, just like the French GP.
And Dub just defends his line there, stays ahead, but now Envy is the DRS. So, well, it's gonna be back and forth for a few laps here. This is Jeddah, 3 DRS zones. This is what we have been waiting for, and this is what we are getting. Another overtake probably coming onto the pit straight. Dub and Envy now seemingly working together to pull away from Big Man Joe behind by doing this back-to-back overtakes. Seems to be working for them. Can Big Man Joe respond as he's under attack from Cuba Abi down into turn 1? Cuba Abi goes down the inside with DRS, takes a racing line once again, and cleanly gets the move done. Oh, but he runs slightly wide. Big Man Joe, can you get a better exit? No is the answer.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from the likes of Kubarabi. He's up in a P3, the position he started from. For KDB, as he lines up a move on to Mr. Wex, side by side they go on the main straight and into turn 1. It's KDB up another position.
Yep, on the new hard tires, Mr. Wex probably not so pacey today, or might have just had a bad run to to lose such amount of positions to the hard runner.
Yeah.
And as we see some drivers coming out of the pits, Gouts makes his pit stop, Gameplay as well. Drunken Monkey also into the pits now. So early calls coming in from some drivers.
And in Sector 3, side by side they go yet again. The front two runners is Dub. Just holds back as you would expect him to in the final corner. And on the main straight, they're going to switch yet again. Ooh.
Derp, weaving slightly dangerously there. Derp, you don't want to be doing too much. Oh, that was Envy who was waving, my bad.
Yeah.
But a little bit hairy there into there.
It almost seemed like he was headed into the pits.
And Big Street
quite the
56
cheeky
has
one.
retired. Let's ride on board with Gouts and Andre. Andre, can we see if anything happened on the track? Looks like
there you go. Front right, almost the same. Yeah, a bit of a similar incident as that of Mad Marquez's. So yeah, that's the end of the race for Vic 356. Back up a penalty as Envy heads straight into the pits. We've got a retirement. KDB, Sector 2.
Yeah, let's ride on Bobby Andre. Oh no, looks like KDB might have just binned it coming out of this fast banked hairpin. Oh no, and a full safety car is out, and guess who was the first driver to dive? Even before the safety car came in, it was Envy. Now will he get a jump on Derp coming out of this safety car? Well, it's interesting to see. Kiwavi picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That will set him back after the restart.
You can't make this up. On lap number 9, KDB retires.
Oh, look at this. With the speed he's carrying with the fresh softs already on the gearbox of Dark Legacy. Dark Legacy running on the 9-lap all hard tires. UK is looking very, very spicy today. He's out for some revenge, some overtakes. He will send it around the outside, looks like it. And he goes around the outside. Oh, just so close. Dark Legacy covers the inside. But how long though? There's another fast sector coming where UK's tires will give him the advantage that he needs. Gameplay now drops to P16.
Oh, incredibly close. UK is getting to Dark Legacy. I was just going to say I'm going to jump off my seat, worrying about a possible collision, but it's wheel to wheel. UK and Dark Legacy through Sector 2 as they go, but it's UK who picks up that position, evidently so, with those fresh softs.
Yeah, and look at that. UK just pulls away on that softs. Dark Legacy has nothing in response, and up next will be Gouts. Will he be susceptible to UK's attack come this next pit straight? Looks like he might just be UK. So much more confident under brakes. Closes up all the gap, and look at the exit that he has gotten from out of this. Gouts now just a sitting duck with DRS. No DRS just yet, but just slipstream in battery power. Gouts now is forced to defend the outside, but looks like he's not fighting this, knowing that UK is on a different strategy.
There you go, up at a P8 he goes. It's UK in a McLaren sandwich of sorts.
Pulls alongside with Derp into the last corner. There we go. Side by side they go. Ooh, just a little bit of tappy there. And Envy gets out ahead.
Yeah, but probably not the greatest thing some would say, as Derp tucks right behind Envy, gets the slipstream he needs, trying to go alongside Envy and into turn 1. Who's going to be the latest of the breakers? It's Envy. He holds on to the race lead.
Yeah, Envy takes the early apex there, covers the corner, and should be safe, presumably, for the next few corners around this whole S section. Now, drivers that are swapping positions though. UK now up into P7, right behind Andre he is.
Oh, Vex and Gouts find themselves almost going alongside each other, so close.
So close to each other, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and Gouts somehow holds on to P9 as Vex rank P10, still keeping it within half a second, and it's Andre.
Andre has... Oh, he just spun in front of UK, and Andre has retired. Oh, and looks like Gouts, your wish might have just come true. Safety car is out. He might just be boxing for the sauce right now.
Yeah, Andre lost the front wing and he has retired in Sector 2. And that's the end of his debut race, unfortunate for him. Uberabi up position already at the back of the pack, up in a P13. And it's Envy closing in on the likes of Drunken Monkey and Baby Shumi.
Yeah, a three-man train here, and looks like Envy is getting the worst end of it, but he goes down the inside of Drunken Monkey, gets the overtake done, and is up into P10. Next up, Baby Shumi for him.
Yeah, and up ahead it's UK getting the move, lining up a move on the likes of Awning. Just holds back that much longer as they enter through Sector 2, all within half a second of each other, or just within a second of each other. It's Envy, back to Envy as he closes in on Baby Shumi.
Yeah, and well, Envy is definitely looking feisty here. He's closing the gap. He's gonna get the move done, and he's ahead before the hotel section. But
Oh.
no, Baby Shumi somehow has gotten through. Perhaps an illegal overtake there or something. Oh no, maybe Envy's just waiting for the DRS.
Back
Or
to
just the slipstream.
Yeah, back to UK as Horning tries to get alongside RB Ferrello on the final corner. Come the main straight, I just wonder if he can pick off two positions in one. RB Ferrello pulling to the left-hand side, three abreast on the main straight. Horning, RB Ferrello and UK. And it's UK who jumps two positions. He's up in a P3. Horning's trying to come back and he dives down the inside of turn one. He stays alongside UK for that much longer. And will he have the position? No, he'll not. Denied by UK who runs P3.
Yeah, what an opportunistic move by UK to pick off these two drivers, and now UK sets its sight on Big Man Joe, and he's looking racy here for the win. Come on UK buddy, you can do this for once. We are on your back. Go get those two.
Yeah, Sector 1 lights up yellow. I wonder why, but it's Envy on the tail of Mr. Wex. And that's through Sector 1 as they go. Mr. Wex had a moment, went off track. Envy's up in a P8. It charges all through the field.
I think Dub gets a good getaway once again.
Big Man Joe trying his best to close in as well. UK horning RB Ferrello to follow Sicknig. And Envy as well on the gearbox of Sicknig. Lines up alongside of him. It's the first move after safety car restart. Down the inside into turn 1. Envy's up in a P6, folks. And he's not going to stop. RB Ferrello and Horning go side by side in Sector 1. They stay side by side. Staying on board
This is
Envy.
not where you want to go side by side.
Oh,
Envy.
oh
and
no,
Envy
disaster.
takes up the positions.
Disaster for both Horning and RB Ferrello. Bad to worse for the likes of RB Ferrello as he tumbles down the order. RB Ferrello 14 finds himself running P14.
Oh well, not a way you want to end the race on your birthday, but looks like Horning is not too far off from trouble either. He is suffering from damage now, or perhaps Horning has let RB Ferrello through. Just some game sequence coming from these two. Horning seems to have just crashed into the wall, called it a day, and he's retired. UK's lining up a move on Big Man Joe for P2 over here. UK side by side. Can he get the move done? Oh, Big Man Joe goes around the outside, gets the inside into turn 2 entry, but will UK get a better exit? No, seems like Big Man Joe has covered it, but that has invited Envy now into the mix.
Yeah, and this is playing into the hands of Dub. Look at that gap. It's extended over 1 second now between Dub and Big Man Joe. So he's clear for
There's another yellow in Sector 1.
he's clear for a provisional race win perhaps. And as you bring that yellow up, Envy has a penalty of his own, but UK on the gearbox of Big Man Joe as they go through Sector 2. Through that long left-hander as you mentioned earlier, and he's gonna UK is gonna stick to that gearbox of Big Man Joe's.
Yep, P2 is definitely on the horizon over here, but as you have mentioned,
Oh, UK loses red.
has lost it.
No,
No.
not like that.
And gets a
UK
nasty reset to track that will not help his case either.
on lap number 24, he's lost one of his end plates and he tumbles down the order to P6. Not too bad, still not out of the race. Will continue.
Now finds himself on the
Gamebler,
rear gearbox.
quite the bold move by Gamebler at the back of the pack on Mr. Wex, side by side as they went, but Gamebler up in a P7. What a move by him.
Yeah, and well, it's not gonna end very, very soon. 1 lap to go. DRS is enabled at the end of this lap, so drivers would have 3 more attempts with DRS to overtake their rivals on track.
Yeah, all
And first one will be Envy on Big Man Joe.
Yeah, all 3 sectors just lit up purple for Envy, quickly snatched away by the likes of Avi though, who's not that close behind to Envy, but he's gonna stick to Big Man Joe's gearbox, hoping to pick off that position before the final corner. Envy.
Yep, Drunken Monkey has made a move meanwhile on Baby Shumi. Up into P9, Drunken Monkey goes. Now up in front though, look at Envy. Right on the gearbox of Big Man Joe. Looks like Envy has planned this all out. He's taking the P2 for now. Big Man Joe sticks by his side.
Oh
Envy
no!
correct.
Disaster!
Big Man Joe
On
is out of the race.
no, final lap. Big Man Joe running P2 in the top 3 the whole race. Has a nasty bit of contact and into the wall he went. No front wing, no front right. Sector 2 lights up yellow. And Dub, he's clear. He's got clear air A battle which went into disaster. Unfortunate for the likes of Big Man Joe. Envy up in a P2. On the final corner, we could say this is provisional, but on the main straight, he's driven quite the race. Probably not from pole, but he gets it done regardless. It's a race victory for Derp, regardless of what it says on the board. And not his first one at that, and not his last one either.